Hey, Toby here from Hadler Fitness. Alright, so today, as you can see, fucking amazing day. Alright, so today's going to be a relatively quick vlog. I've been under the pump today, trying to get content out. Alright, so bodyweight training. What is bodyweight training? Bodyweight training is a form of resistance exercise. It will build muscle, okay? So bodyweight exercises, pull-ups, chin-ups, squats, burpees, box jumps, like all that power, explosive stuff that really pushes your body to the limits and really tests your athleticism, okay? Can you build a great physique through doing this? Fuck yes, yes you can. There's so many people that do calisthenics that are absolutely killing it. They're so ripped and athletic. All right, so I'm just gonna show you at the level that I'm at, like just pull-ups, L-sits into a handstand, just cool stuff that I've been trying to practice for the last year, like 1 to 2 years, and I'm nowhere near what other people are up to, but like enjoy the process. I love it. It's fun. It is really challenging and it really pushes your body to a limit. All right, let's get it. Tonight. So we're doing the Q&A, we're getting this started. All right, so pre-trainers. What is the best pre-trainer? So there are so many pre-trainers out there. So generically with a pre-trainer, you want something that has some BCAAs, branch chain amino acids, caffeine, maybe green tea leaf extract, and a few other ingredients that are healthy, that are gonna help your performance, maybe even some creatine in there. But few or far in between. Most supplements out there from like MyProtein on and like all the big brands mainly contain ingredients you can't even pronounce without looking at it 7 times. Like generically, if that's the case, if you look at a nutrition label and you can't pronounce a word, it's probably not good for you, okay? So what I do and what I suggest is something that you can have every day. Probably not every day, but most days you don't have to cycle on and off. It's just black coffee. 0 calories. You get your caffeine hit. It's relatively healthy. There's no, like, the pros outweigh the cons. Have it about half an hour before your workout, just 1 or 2 shots, and then boom, you've got the energy straight in there. Because coffee reduces caffeine and some of the antioxidants in coffee reduce delayed muscle soreness, improves cognitive function, and obviously most people that drink coffee, you get that coffee hit, the caffeine hit, and boom, you're ready to go. You're like, boom, let's do this. All right, so you get that from most pre-trainers. Most pre-trainers, they're good in the short term, but looking at the long term, they're not that good. They'll get you pumped up for the gym, but after you get 3/4 of the way through the container, because they're generally like this big, they're quite small doses and very, very, very high in caffeine. I'm talking like 200 milligrams, some scoops. But generally coffee is a lot lower and you can have a little bit more of it throughout the day. So given that, if you are going to take a pre-trainer, I'd be looking at something that has branched chain amino acids in it and a few other healthy things like green tea leaf extract and stuff like that, like something that's going to be beneficial besides just the caffeine. So generically, you just take a pre-trainer for the caffeine in it to get that caffeine hit, because not everyone likes coffee. If not, just do a little bit of cardio, psych yourself up mentally for the gym, because you're not always going to have coffee, you're not always going to have pre-trainer. So you want to be trained, you want to be able to train in an unstimulated state. So basically just walking into the gym, feeling normal, and then hitting your workout. Guys, so just continuing on the Q&A. So with pre-trainers, so obviously the whole main idea with a pre-trainer is really just to get the caffeine in. That's the whole point, because caffeine's a stimulant. It's a mild thermogenic, so generally it's going to stimulate you, to give you energy, to give you a boost, to kind of just give you that mental boost and mental clarity to kick into gear and get motivated and get in the gym. So like if that's stopping you from getting in the gym, like if you don't drink coffee and that's what you need to get in the gym just to start fitness, take a pre-trainer, but just look at it longevity wise. Like obviously you're going to become addicted to that and then you're going to need that boost. So just be aware of that. So just take small amounts, like everything within moderation. So with pre-trainers, so basically people just take it for the caffeine. Obviously with some pre-trainers, they have BCAAs and a solid mixture of different supplements, but I'll generally just stick to the more like organic coffee, just the natural stuff. If you don't drink coffee, like you can take caffeine tablets. I'm not saying you have to take caffeine, not at all. Like just do what you please, but just kind of stick to the healthier things. Like if you can't pronounce words on the nutrition label, it's probably not good for you, okay? All right, so now supplements. So with supplements, so obviously protein, some people there's a lot of study out there that says dairy products aren't healthy for you. Like everything's controversial. So people take soy products. There's studies out there that say soy is really bad for you, like obviously because it boosts estrogen and decreases testosterone in some studies. Yet to be fully clinically proven, but like anything, there's pros and cons. So yeah, just find an even mixture. Generally when setting macros, so the most important nutrient is protein. So you set your proteins and fats and carbs. So obviously if you're getting in a protein shake, you're getting a high amount of protein in, whether that protein comes from organic sources or dairy or lean meat. That's going to help you build muscle. It's going to help that muscle protein synthesis process repair. So next to protein, like obviously because you can use protein as a meal replacement as well, a protein shake with a little bit of milk or even coconut water in a smoothie or whatever. And next to protein is creatine. So when you do anaerobic activities, when you lift weights, it comes from a formula of contraction, relaxation, and that chemical process is ATP-CP, and the CP is creatine phosphate. So when you take creatine as a supplement, because your body only produces so much, when you supplement creatine, it gives you this extra energy of creatine phosphate and lots of other things. Creatine helps with cognitive function, like creatine is probably hands down the best supplement and the cheapest supplement you can take. You don't have to do loading phases. You don't have to do maintenance phases. You can take creatine all the time. Like those myths have been debunked. Okay, so creatine is really good. I'm not going to delve into the science because like that has its own topic. BCAAs for the average Joe beneficially don't really have any extra. They don't really do much, to be honest. Like there's studies out there that have proven this, that BCAAs don't really do much. But if you're at that advanced level and you're training for any more than an hour, some amino acids will really help with the training because obviously protein gets broken down into BCAAs. So it goes protein, BCAAs, and then that gets metabolized into even like lower compounds which the body uses for energy and muscle repair and all that kind of stuff. So BCAAs is just a broken down formula of protein, and it will help you get in those different types of proteins like L-carnitine and a few others, which are really, really good. So if you can afford it, take it. Why not? Because supplements are there to supplement a good diet. Supplements do not replace a wholesome, healthy diet, okay? So this is what you have to be conscious of, okay? So protein, creatine, BCAAs, go for it. Pre-trainer, I'll just stick to the organic coffee. If not, maybe tea. Green tea is really good. It has small amounts of caffeine in it. It's really healthy for you. Other than that, just go in the gym and get it done. Just push through your limits, your limitations. You don't have to have coffee to go to the gym. You don't need pre-trainers. You don't need stimulants or supplements. Okay, but do you need supplements to build muscle? No. Supplements are there to aid a good diet. So overall, good diet and hitting your daily macros and working towards your goal. That's what's going to build lean muscle, okay? So I really hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. If you have any questions, down below, comment, subscribe, like. Yeah, you know the drill. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next vlog.